First of all, I'm very, very proud of our guys. I thought we showed a toughness and a grit. The game wasn't pretty, but it was a hard-fought game. I thought both teams really, really competed. I thought defensively we did a good job. I thought on the boards we did a good job. And I thought we showed toughness, togetherness, and resiliency. We didn't get off to a good start as far as value in the basketball. I thought we were able to get ourselves back in the game with Xavier out in the first half. I thought everyone that stepped on that court really fought and did a good job. And then in the second half, we got into a little bit of a rhythm. And we shot the ball well, but we didn't value it. And we were up 57-51 at the under 4 timeout, and we relaxed. We didn't block out on the free throw. They missed the first one, and then we gave up a 3. We come right back down, we turn it over, and they get something easy in transition. And we call timeout in like 30 seconds. It's a 1-point game. And one of the things I talked to our team about is, at that moment, like, listen, just relax. We still have the lead. And let's move on to the next play. Let's not let this affect the rest of the game. And again, I thought we showed toughness and resiliency to be able to finish that out against, a really, really good defensive team. Over the past few years, they've been one of the better defensive teams in the country. And for us to shoot 47%, shoot 54.5 in the second half was good. If we could have done a better job of valuing the ball, we would have put ourselves in a better position where maybe it wasn't as tight. But we give them credit for their defense and how hard they compete. But really proud of my team.
Coach, it seems like you can keep teams between that 60-point number. You guys look pretty good, don't they?
I think anyone, if they can do that. I think our defense has been pretty good all year. I've said it over and over. If we can do a better job of rebounding, which we did tonight, and then valuing the ball, because they got fast break points. It says 11, but I'm pretty sure it's more than that from our turnovers, with 21 turnovers. And so we have to continue to work and to improve in that area. But our defense has been pretty good.
Jeff, what changed when you guys went on that run at the end of the first half to get back in the game?
We were able to get some stops and rebounds, and then I think the last 7 minutes of the first half, I don't think we turned it over. So I think that was a big key. We were a little bit stronger, a little bit more decisive, a little bit more movement. Guys were able to make some plays.
Jeff, over the past week or so, guys on the team have talked about being a little more, about there being more of a togetherness with them. What sort of changes, if any, have you noticed with your guys over that time, and how much do you feel like those changes maybe help put them in a position to win tonight?
Well, we've talked over and over with our guys about how much they need each other. That's a big thing. All of them have strengths that they bring to our team. They have to embrace those and not try to think about other things that they think they can do, or maybe an outside voice is telling them they can do. Everyone has a role on our team. Everyone's a role player. Everyone, managers, coach, everyone's a role player, and you need to embrace your role, fall in love with your role, and star in your role. And so we've talked about that and how much they need each other in order for us to be the best team, the best version of who we can be. We need each other. And I think they understood that early. And when I say early, the first game. And then after that, I think we started maybe thinking we were a little bit better than we were, and thinking that we necessarily don't need everyone. And getting punched in the mouth a little bit and not playing well kind of brings you back to reality. And so that's something that's very important for us and for any good team, is to understand how much you need each other. I think they're understanding. We've preached it a lot. We've talked to them. And maybe we're taking some steps to becoming that.
I would imagine it's easy to do that when you're playing well. I think you played pretty well against Florida State. Is this maybe the first game where not everything was going right, but you saw those guys stay together throughout?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that it was that way. I mean, we've had every game has kind of been like that. And Robert Morris, things weren't going well after the first media timeout. But we did stay together and we figured some stuff out there. You know, we kind of splintered against West Virginia. Against Monmouth in the first half, it wasn't going well. And so again, I just think I think they're starting to understand, like, we have to be tough, we have to be together. I don't think we've played a pretty game yet, you know, but we've been able to dig some wins out because we fought. You know, we battled. This wasn't pretty. If you look at these stats, 21 turnovers, 2 assists. Like, how do you win a game like that? Well, you do it because you out-rebound them. You know, you get to the free throw line more and you step up and you make free throws. That's how we won the game. Toughness, those types of plays. And we have to understand that's who we are. We're not going to out-talent teams. You know, and today we were playing against a program that has a culture. You know, back-to-back 25 wins seasons. You know, these kids on their team were part of that. Co-Big 12 champs. That's what we were playing against. And so this is a great thing for us to be able to win this. This is similar to the Florida State game, that when we do this, we give ourselves a chance to win. Now, if we can clean up these turnovers, then, you know, we have a chance to be decent.
Jeff, it's only 7 games into the season here, but how much does it feel like the guys are accepting or embracing that identity, you know, where the games may not always be pretty, but there's some grit, resiliency to it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've done it in spurts. You know, we have to become consistent. You know, I think we're taking steps. I mean, I knew coming in that this wasn't going to be like an overnight thing this year. I mean, I knew that. Even when we won the first game, I knew that. It's a team where we have a lot of guys in new positions and a lot of new guys. And so we have to figure some things out. You know, we're not the new guys that are 5-star guys either. We have to figure things out. And again, it's step by step. And today we took a big step. Now we have to handle this the right way and get ready for Wednesday, figure out who we play, and hopefully we can take a giant step on Wednesday.
You played Terrell and Eric together more than you have. Was that something you were looking to do, or is that just a matchup thing?
I think it was just something that happened, something that we worked on in practice. You know, playing 2 bigger guys together, and I thought those guys did a good job. I thought Terrell did not get off to a good start, and I thought the rest of the game he was really good. And I thought one of the reasons he was good is that when he came to the bench, he didn't pout. He actually got into the game more with his talk from the bench. I mean, he was very vocal. He was into it, and when he came back in, he was able just to play and not think. And that's a great lesson. That's something we've tried to talk about with our guys, to get lost in the game, not wrapped up in you, get lost in us. And when you do that, your natural talent will take over.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.